Hey guys, what's up? It is Eli871, and I'm here today with another episode of Civ 5 43 AI Only Domination. And today we are on the 8th episode. Today's gonna be a long episode. I'm trying to do 20 turns. We're gonna have to turn 95. We're gonna have to turn 105, so we're gonna pass 100. It's pretty cool. Currently, this turn we've seen Maria Theresa has declared war on Alexander, maybe to try and get the spoils of war that Byzantium deserves so much. I'm pretty sure Byzantium would be so mad at Austria if they just snatched Sparta from right under them. And we see Austria's totally announced Byzantium. How rude. Austria's being a hoe, you know what I'm saying? Alright, ready? Next, I'm gonna click next turn now. And apparently, I'm not sure the Moroccans, when they paid with Dito, did they lose anything in that peace agreement? I do not think so. Will Sparta be taken out this turn? We see it goes on the red health. Is there any Malay units in range? There is. There's one around the coast of Sparta. Byzantium might be eliminated next turn, guys. That'd be a really clutch duel for Byzantium, though. Athens is currently going up in health. Byzantium is doing pretty well. But it's sad they're not even top 10 yet. So I mean, really, Byzantium is just playing catch up right now. Troy still hasn't been hit. What about Gades? Nah, Gades was already taken over. I'm talking about Hipporigus. Oh, it's in yellow health. It's in yellow health right now. Indians have still not countered Kathmandu, and they still don't have melee unit in range. Are they just trying to piss them off now? Oh, but now they have melee unit in range. This might be the turn. After about 30 turns of just having it in red health, they're probably finally going to capture Kathmandu. Was there any damage done to Buenos Aires? No damage on the brain. It was just probably just like a I'm bigger than you kind of deal. Whatever though. Already, Sparta might fall this turn, guys. That'd be that'd be the first casualty of the game. As for Akkad, Akkad's in green health, and but Babylon's going strong now. Original Babylon has actually grown back to about 14 soldiers, and actually the Arabic army is right on the border of Akkad. That's gonna suck for them if Babylon also declares war for Akkad. We're currently the Syrians starting to militarize. They might declare war on Morocco to try and take Babylon. Will we see Sparta be taken by the Byzantiums this turn? It was not taken this turn, but it'll most likely be taken next turn. And Sparta and Greece will be the first civ to be eliminated from the game. As for Troy is still in perfect health. In fact, there are French soldiers in the Amsterdam border. As for Akkad's doing pretty well. They have a nice, setup of soldiers there. And as for Hipporigus, it goes down to red health, and it'll probably be taken next turn by a Egyptian warrior. Will Austria snipe Sparta? Probably not. In fact, they're probably going to declare war on Byzantium right after Greece gets eliminated from the game. And Kathmandu is finally captured by India. Indians, you finally won a war after your 40 turn siege of Kathmandu, it seems. Was it worth it? I hope so. It's been so long. Korean scouts made it all the way over here from mainland Korea. As for Sparta lived on one more turn. As for Troy is not being attacked at all. And as for Hipporigus, it's in red health. So the Angels gain another city. That's their 4th city, unfortunately. Compared to the Russians' 20th city, ridiculous. You can already see Austrian settler moving down to the Roman mainland. And Sparta has been captured by Byzantium, effectively eliminating Greece from the game. That was bad, anticlimactic, but oh well. But so Greece is in 43rd place. Greece has been captured by Byzantium, effectively eliminating Greece from the game, and Hippogrius has been captured by Egypt. As for Saguntum, Saguntum may be captured by the Egyptians in a few turns also. Let's continue moving on to see if Saguntum's going to be sacked soon. Saguntum's going to be sacked soon. There you go. Saguntum's going to be sacked soon. Try saying that 5 times fast. We see there's already an Egyptian catapult near Saguntum. So that's going to be able to siege it slowly but surely. Has Byzantium moved up in score? Nope. Actually, but Gandhi has. Currently trying to steal in first place. Alaurcoy in second, and Pedro's in third. Followed by Catherine. Second is going to be hit by a catapult this turn also. Hopefully Egypt doesn't foolishly kill off his warrior. And we also see the Byzantium Dromones moving slowly towards Rome. Maybe they're just patrolling the area, who knows. They might just be patrolling the area. No, you fool! Don't attack Saguntum with your lone warrior. That's the worst idea ever. This was a really bad game for Carthage, but a really good game for Achaea. It's crazy because usually the civs trapped between a bunch of other civs do really well, such as Poland or Achaea. But for Babylon, they're trapped right between a few civs, and they were taken out really quick. Akkad's still at green at a perfect health, but Troy's is also still at perfect health. As for Texacoco, Xochitl is currently in yellow health. It might be the first city to fall in North America. Has New York fallen yet? New York has not fallen yet. And here's Sydney just chilling by itself. We see Amsterdam starting to get hit by French troops. My golden age ended, so my poor nuclear submarine crew are, I guess not happy anymore. The Empire of Byzantium has fully annexed the Empire of Greece. The siege of Saguntum has not started yet, but we see Ethiopia slowly moving soldiers up to the Carthage city of Saguntum. Let's continue. We'll start focusing on Amsterdam and Troyes because they are the most weakened cities as of right now. Oh, and Chicalo? It's hard to pronounce. The Dutch army is much smaller than the French army, in case you haven't noticed. So it looks like the French have won this. Well, who knows if the French have won this war per se, but they're doing a lot better than the Dutch are. After Britain, they've been able to chill with Celts on their continent. We currently see Assyria has declared war on the Ottomans. And so have the Huns. The Huns have also declared war on. That was probably one of those, hey, let's declare war on, you know. And actually, the Ottomans have a huge army marching down towards Ankara. But they're going to have to squeeze it through those two little paths. As for Syria, they have a bunch of siege towers. That sucks. Ottomans are going to be besieged like no other. Portugal is still alive with their 9 population city, and there's a spearman on every single tile bordering Spain. Xochicalco has still not been captured yet by the Social Empire. The siege of the Ottoman Empire will start very soon. By the Huns are gonna step on them. They're gonna step all over them with their battering rams. Amsterdam's taking a few more hits, and so is Troy's. It's actually starting to regain its health. Oh, we see the Social with their first swords, with the first swordsman I've seen in the game. We see Amsterdam. It actually has a bunch of archers right next to it, so it's going to be taking a lot of damage from French troops. What's hitting? There seems to be only one archer hitting Troyes right now. If the Dutch lose Amsterdam, it's going to be really hard for them to catch back up. I was surprised Denmark and Sweden have lived in peace this entire time. There's even Dutch colonies up north in is it Norway? I think it's Norway. Austria and Huns are now friends. They're probably going to try and swallow they're probably going to try and swallow Russia. We already know the Huns don't like Russia. Mother Russia. And Gajah and Indonesia is barely into the class. You know, I'm really disappointed in Indonesia this game. They have literally a bunch of unclaimed land around them, and they have not used it to their advantage. Kathmandu starting to rebuild. It's already gotten 2 population. That's really quick, 2 population. Even if the French take Amsterdam, it's not gonna do much to hurt the Dutch because they even have a colony up north in Iceland. Saguntum is currently being besieged by Egyptian catapults. Assyrian troops are moving into the Ottoman Empire. Attila is trying to squeeze all its troops into poor Ankara, while you see the Assyrian army start moving up north, using the Black Sea as their to help them out. Amsterdam's recovered to full health already. What's going to be next in store for everybody? Hopefully the Dutch, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the Dutch this time around. The Dutch always do well, so I feel like the French are the underdog. I feel like Britain is the underdog when they should be doing well because they got their really good unique units, but they're just not able to capitalize because they're given so much land to begin with, you know? They're given so little land to begin with. I think the population of the entire world is probably it's probably reached 100 million, maybe 200 million. We just had Songhai declare war on Morocco. Two of the North African superpowers attacking each other. Two of the African superpowers in general attacking each other, and we see that Askia has a much bigger advantage than Songhai has, because first of all, Morocco's army is way up north in near Carthage, and already Askia has taken hits, put in hits on the two Moroccan cities. We currently have had two capitals be captured. It is the capital of Babylon and the capital of Athens. It's kind of weird because even though Arabia has such a good city for Babylon, it hasn't really picked them up in score. We see Troy's recovering. I'm actually going to focus on the Casablanca, Fez, cities of Casablanca and Fez, because they're already getting besieged. You're probably going to see Casablanca and Fez have two walls purchased in them really quickly. And actually, Byzantium just declared war on the Ottomans. So as of right now, the Ottomans have three cities, have three civs attacking them from each side. The Turks are attacking them from the north, the Syrians attacking them from the south, and Byzantium attacking them from the west. We have seen the city of Montreal get captured by America. Where is Montreal? Isn't Montreal like a really early city from a really late city from Montreal? They are. It's a one population city. And currently the Iroquois have three armies right next to Montreal. The Social are not taking any more cities than they already have. But they've been trying to take Saab Chicalo for who knows how long. And also, Mongolia has declared war on Assyria. But I do not see a lot of troops from Mongolia next to Assyria. I only see one warrior. I see two units. But Assyria did forward settle a city in Mongolia, so that's gonna be a huge. That's probably why Assyria got declared war on. We have Spain declaring war on Portugal one more time, and the Dutch and France have made peace with each other. Did any cities change hands? Yes, the city of Rotterdam changed hands. Rotterdam went to the French, so it was a very decisive war for France. Spain's Lisbon's probably gonna get swallowed really quickly by Spain in the next few turns, but they have to go through 7 spearmen. Casablanca and Fez are both have yellow health. So much is happening right now. Ottoman has made peace, and Catherine has made peace with the Ottomans. I didn't even know they were with the Ottomans. Was anything received on their side? Nothing was received on their side. The Ottomans received nothing. But we actually see that Russia, whenever they finished war with Poland, Poland actually lost the city of Warclaw. We currently see the city of Kartukalubta being besieged by Mongolian tiered archers. See, that's how you wage war. I like how Mongolia is doing it. They bring in the range and then they attack with the melee. Why can't they all do that? We see Adrian being besieged by a Assyrian siege tower. That's going to take out Adrian really quickly. We see the Spaniards starting to break through the Portuguese line without much casualties. We see Songhai bringing down 2 Moroccan cities to red health. So Songhai's probably going to capture 2 Moroccan cities this turn, and their score is going to shoot up. They're probably going to pass Pocatello. We're going to wait for next turn, and Casablanca and Fez are probably going to be captured by Songhai. Is there any progress in the North American front? Currently, we see Iroquois troops starting to besiege Montreal, but I don't think they're going to take Montreal anytime soon. And that American Iroquois was going on for a while, and so is that war between Monty and Pocatello. But not much progress has been made from the Sochon. It's a little disappointing. Let's see, Mongolia is still trying to siege the city. Russia's also forward to settle the city. Right in the middle between the Huns and Mongolia. Why would you do that, Russia? That's pretty cray-cray. I'm not gonna lie. We see the city of Adrian still getting besieged, but the troops have fallen back. This turn we're probably going to see Casablanca be taken out by Songhai. We're probably going to see both the cities of Casablanca and Fez get taken out by Songhai. Montreal by America has been captured by the Iroquois, so actually I was wrong. They were able to retake their city. China is complete Petra. They probably only have like 1 desert tile. Mongolia is currently besieging that one Assyrian city. I'm just gonna call it the Assyrian city because it's the only Assyrian city in the area, so whatever, you know. It won't be long until it's Songhai's turn and Casablanca and Fez are taken out. Yep. Fez and Casablanca. What a huge improvement for Songhai. And most of all, it's going to be very hard for Morocco to take the troops because they don't have much troops in that area. The Moroccan reinforcements are barely just reaching that area. As for the Spaniard-Portuguese War, there's been not that much casualties, but Portugal has lost 3 of their spearmen out of their 7 spearmen garrison. Rome just announced France. Must be mad. They salty though. Let's see how much desert tiles China has. Probably like 1 desert tile. Actually, I don't think China has any desert tiles. Why would you do that? I don't understand you, China. Okay, there's desert on the coast, right there, but I don't think there's a point to you doing that, China. We see Washington currently besieging Montreal still. The tide of war shifted from the Iroquois starting to beat America to America starting to beat the Iroquois. Currently, the Assyrian city is in yellow health. Dalam just slowly starting to lose all their troops, and we see that the Constantinople Byzantium is starting producing their unique units. Are we going to see the Songhai death ball continue, moving towards Morocco? For sure, they're going to keep Fez. I'm not sure about Casablanca. That might be that's a city that we don't know they're able to keep as of right now. Montreal's been recaptured by America, and currently, England's the British Empire has declared war on the Dutch. That one Assyrian city that was made by Assyria is currently being burned down to the ground by Mongolians, and we currently see the Mongolians have forward settled Mongolia. That'd be fun to see the Huns and Mongolia fight each other. going to be very hard for Songhai to keep Casablanca because there's so much troops coming in from Tangier. But because of that, the Songhai Tramians can move up and try to take Makarech, and that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to take Makarech. We see Ethiopia completing the Great Wall, so that's going to stop a lot of people from trying to invade Ethiopia. I think it's funny that the Great Wall is built all around the empire, when in China it's only just one straight wall. We see Rome. We see the Romans declare war on Napoleon and Poland declare war on Napoleon. But for Poland, it's very hard for them to get to Napoleon because they have to go to Germany, and Rome has to go to those two small choke points in the mountains to get to France. We see a few Tremi's starting to attack Amsterdam. But right now, just two Tremi's attacking each other. Casablanca was recaptured by Morocco. Just as I was expecting, but we see 6 Tremi's moving up to Makarech. Thank God they're not range units, because I swear, whenever the deity has range units, they do not know how to use them. Those park them right outside the city. Have 2 range units just parked right outside of the city, not being able to take it. It's they are not smart with naval warfare. The AI players. Saguntum was captured by Egypt. Egyptians have effectively won the war between Carthage and Egypt. I wouldn't be surprised if. I would not be surprised if Carthage made a peace deal with them and they let them have Utique. We see the French, the French city of Avignon being besieged by Roman troops, and we see Songhai retake the city of Casablanca. Once Morocco loses those units, it's over for Morocco. Morocco's probably going to be eliminated from the game, because the Songhai death ball is just too powerful right now. France and Egypt have become friends. That's really cool, because that's very historically accurate. The Portuguese army has been reduced to 2 scouts, 1 archer, and 1 spearman. And Spain just has a bunch of troops on the border. Will the Moroccans retake? Yes, Casablanca is retaken by Morocco. Will Songhai be able to retake it back though? We see Arabia declaring war on Portugal, and we also see Persia declaring war on Portugal, even though they're half a continent away. Do they have like a few Tremis there, or no? They only have Tremis. I don't see why you would do that. Just to intimidate them, I guess. I don't know. Do what you're gonna do, Persia and Arabia. We see Siam declaring war on Korea, probably going after the city of Busan, and we see a lot of Siamese troops. Japan is currently flooded by Japanese troops, but Japanese are being very peaceful this game. Actually, the city of Adrian, the first Ottoman city, has fallen. That's huge for the Ottomans. I think this is the end for the Ottomans. They are not doing well. The Assyrians have just flooded their area with troops, and so has Theodora. Theodora's broken through to the mainland. We see Theodora putting a sailor right there. Sneaky Theodora, sneaky. We see Songhai. We see Casablanca flipping back to Songhai. Fez has almost fully recovered already. And we see Makaret slowly getting besieged by Songhai Trimis. We see Morocco starting to pull back from Casablanca and pulling back to Tangier because they know they lost that battle. Busan's very well defended because they have ships all over that area, and there's only one point that they can get through to Busan. Songhai's finally made peace with Morocco. Did they lose anything in that transaction? They lost Casablanca. Well, that's for sure. That's why they already took it, huh? Did they lose anything else? I don't think so. Currently, the Spaniards have completely eliminated the Portuguese army, and the city of Lisbon is garrisoned with one archer unit. Catherine becomes the first civ to enter the medieval era. We see Adrian's in red health, but it's probably not going to be taken back by the Ottomans because they do not have any melee units in the area. For once, the Celts have declared war on Britain. Just as I thought, the British-French war went nowhere, but we see British troops scrambling to start attacking the Celts. Cardiff has no troops. Cardiff has no population. Genghis Khan, Assyria and Mongolia had made peace. Was anything Assyria and Mongolia made peace? Were any other cities lost in that transaction? No, I do not think so. Assyria is pretty good right now. The Roman-French war is not going anywhere. And we see for the second time this game, the two South American civs have declared war on each other. This time Pakuhudi is much more technologically advanced with composite bowmen compared to the Brazilian archers. Look at all the salt. Oh my god, Casablanca is such a good city. They have 6 salt mines in that one city. No wonder Songhai wanted that city so badly. Morocco and Arabia are now friends, and Sweden has declared war on Poland. Poland is not doing that great this time around. The Swedish Trimis are gonna besiege Lodz and Poznan to no end. Montreal has been recaptured by the Iroquois. Looks like the Montreal won that battle. Or maybe not. I'm not sure there. Arabia and Byzantium made a public declaration of friendship, but they're probably going to end up killing each other. We see Pictish warriors just being destroyed by English units, and Pictish warriors slowly whittling down the British Empire's units. Looks like Denmark's getting ready for a war because they have a bunch of units ready to attack somewhere. We have finally reached turn 100, by the way. Celebration to all. We have 5 more turns in this episode, though. Persia and Germany are now friends. We see Casablanca recovering and Fez recovering. We actually see, this is actually really strategic. We see Denmark declare war on the Dutch, and we see Germany declare war on the Dutch. As of right now, oh look, we'll get this early. Catherine has 20, Bucatella has 20. Actually, they're not really that far from each other. This is actually going to be a really strategic fight. Looks like French are going to take Amsterdam, British are going to take Utrecht, and the Denmark are going to take Breda and Groningen. I'm just going to keep my map here because I can see like 3 wars happening from right here. It's ridiculous. Has the siege of Lisbon started? No, it has not. Istanbul and Ankara are still hanging in there. Aegean might get taken back by that Ottoman spearmen if they're not careful. The Denmark and Austria are now friends, and Denmark and the Huns are now friends. That's like a makeshift alliance right there. We see Breda start getting hit by Danish Trimies. And that Danish Tree is about to take out a Dutch settler. As for Utrecht, we see one lone spearman defending against 2 warriors, a catapult, and a chariot archer. And we currently see the Zulus have denounced Songhai because they're such crazy warmongers. Not to mention, the Zulus probably wants Kumbi Saleh. Let's say Ethiopia's forward settled Zulus. The Zulus are not gonna be happy. Once they get the Impis, they're not gonna be happy about that. We see Spain moving in on Lisbon, but it's with melee units. Why would you do that? I don't understand, but I mean, to his own, I guess. That is a English trinity? What are you doing over here? Maybe they're gonna try and snipe the last Portuguese sea. That'd be funny. This would be an extra long episode today. This would be like an hour-long episode. Not an hour, like maybe 50 minutes. We see, of course, this war was inevitable. Russia has declared war on Sweden, and they're probably going to take Uppsala and Turku, Burka, all that jazz. We see the Dutch fully starting to defend Breda with at least 5 Trimies. It is a stalemate again in the British Celts war. I'm actually going to focus on Lisbon because if they lose that, they will be eliminated from the game. And so right now, 2 civs are 1 city away from being eliminated. China is still in first place, followed by the Iroquois, followed by Brazil. Is there any more headway happening on this war? No, the jungle is way too OP. We start seeing Nottingham get besieged by Celtic Trimies, I think. I wonder what war's gonna break out next. We see Allah's game besieged by Swedish Termes. Burka's probably gonna start losing health very soon. And of course the social and Second Empire into the medieval era. We see Japanese troops slowly moving towards the Korean mainland. We see one lone Korean archer in the middle of a Chinese empire. Did it get trapped? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. That Korean archer is trapped. It cannot leave the Chinese empire unless they get open borders, which is probably not going to happen. We see Ulrich start. We see a huge stalemate between those units, the Danish units, and the German units. Bria's currently in yellow health. Nottingham's in green health. Lisbon's starting to get besieged slowly but quickly. It's probably gonna Portuguese are probably the second to be eliminated. Maybe even this episode before we turn 105. Japan has, of course, as I thought, gonna declare war on Korea. But Korea has a pretty sizable army. Our core into the medieval era. Look at Germany are now France. And we see Lyon starting to get besieged by Roman Termes. Will the Portuguese Empire be fully eliminated this turn? Let's fully eliminate this episode. Let's find out. Let's find out today, shall we? Go fast in a bit. You have so many wars happening right now. So many wars occurring. We see some Portuguese reinforcements coming up. That one lone spearman, hopefully, can destroy the entire army. We see Austria currently declaring war on France, but that's not going to be that much of a problem for France because Austria has to go through Germany. They can also go through that small strip of French land. They might be able to attack Rotterdam. We see Lisbon fall to yellow health. That's bad. That's very bad for Portugal. Has any progress been made on Burka? Nope, no progress has been made on Burka. No progress has been made on Lodz or them. Breda's in yellow health. Nottingham is fully healed. Lisbon's in yellow health though. They're probably going to be eliminated very soon, very soon, very soon. But who knows? I mean, the DDA is so weird. Like, who knows if Portugal is actually going to be taken by Spain. Spain's going to go to 5 cities after this. It's crazy that you could fit 5 cities on that small strip of land of Spain. Russia is currently into the medieval era. They are the force of the medieval era, and Russia has made peace with Hausa. Let's see if any cities changed hands in that peace agreement. Nope. Doesn't look like any cities changed hands. And we've seen those cities being changed hands between the Social or the Aztecs. Bria falls to red health. Lisbon's still in yellow health. How far is... You know what? Brazil is not that far from Songhai. That's crazy. Brazil could totally declare war on Songhai. I think it's crazy in real life. Portugal was able to take over all of Brazil. That's ridiculous. Rita falls to red health. That's probably be taken out by Denmark soldiers. Is there a unit to take Brita? Yeah, there is. There is a unit to take Brita. There's that one Danish Tremi. There's no more units to take out that Brita. That's it, Brita filter. That's fine. Oh, the Hague has been settled. No hits have been taken on Utrecht yet. Pocatello has made peace with Soshoum. The Soshoums made peace with the Aztecs. Did any cities get changed in that peace deal? I do not think so. Washington made peace with Houth. We saw that. And they made peace with Monty. Oh, I think that was Brazil and that made peace, but nothing changed here either. Was one still in yellow health? We saw a lot of cities get taken this time around. I'm gonna try and do the inflatic next turn at the beginning of the episode. Just change the pace and to also because I'm gonna be late or something, so I must get going in a bit. Currently, England have made peace with Elizabeth. Nothing has changed on that front either, of course. We see Morocco trying to sneak a unit in on Portugal. And this will be the final turn, guys. Thank you for having me today. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, or favorite the video, I guess. I'm really enjoying this series. I enjoy recording these. I'm probably gonna make this episode is actually 15 minutes long, so I'm gonna try and make the other episode shorter, because this episode should not have been 50 minutes long. I'm probably gonna have to move it down to maybe 10 turns an episode. We see Napoleon to the Middle Era and Genghis Khan to the Medieval Era. Alright guys, I'm out for today. Thank you for having me.